Welcome back. So next we'll be creating our first smart contract. So if you come over to the contract folder, all you need to do is click on the create new file icon. You can give the file a name. So I'll be calling us first contract dot sol. This dot sol is the extension, the file extension for Solidity. Once we have this, the next thing that we're going to put in will be the license for our smart contract. So every smart contract is supposed to have a license to tell if it can be used publicly or it's a property of a certain organization. And we usually write our license at the first line, usually in the comments. So this clearly says our license. So this clearly says our smart contract is open source because it's using the MIT license. Next, we define the version of the compiler we wish to use. So if you remember, I stated that our smart contract must be compiled before they can be run or deployed. So we also need to specify the version of compiler we are going to use to compile our smart contract. And the version of compiler goes a long way to define the behavior of our smart contract. So let's paste the code for that. So now we already have the version of our smart contract. So this line 3 simply defines the version of the compiler we'll be using. And how do you compile your code? If you come over here, you can either press Ctrl S or click on this green icon to compile your contract. Once we specify the version of our compiler, we click on this play icon here in green. And once we click on it, we'll see a green icon on the compiler saying successful. So in order to write our contract, we begin with the contract keyword, then the name of the contract. So in our case, we're going to call it first contract. But mind you, it must not match with the name of the file. You can use any name you wish to. Then we'll have our curly brackets. In comparison with other programming languages such as TypeScript or Java, contracts can also be pictured as classes in Java and TypeScript. So with this, we've actually created a blank or an empty contract. And once you press the Ctrl S once again, you will see that we have our green icon here indicating that our contract has been compiled successfully. And when you also look at your sidebar, you see that for every time we compile, Remix generates some artifacts for us. Next, what we are going to do is just to create a simple variable which holds a string value. Write the data type first, then the visibility, and the name we wish to assign the value of. Let me call it YouTube. Semicolon. So with this, we just created a simple variable called name to hold a type of string, and it's also set to be visible to the public. So as usual, we compile our code, and in order to test our smart contract, we deploy it. So where do we deploy it? We'll come over to the sidebar. You see the deploy and run transactions button. You click on it. Once you click on it, just come down to this orange button. You don't need to worry much. In our next video, I shall be going over this very page for us. You click on the orange button, and voila, our smart contract has been deployed. So this is an evidence that our smart contract has been deployed. And if you also look down, you see the list of our deployed smart contracts, and you can find it here as well. First contract. When you click on the name, you see YouTube here, which also refers to what we have here. And because we set this to public, that's why this name variable is visible. And because we set the name to public, that's why we have this name button visible here. So if you ask yourself, where is our smart contract being deployed to? Our smart contract is actually being deployed on a local server that comes along with the Remix IDE. So you can actually use Remix offline. And when Remix runs offline, it also runs a local virtual machine And that is where our smart contracts is being deployed to.